Hey going guys, the Noobs here with another Redstone video for you guys. Basically what we have here, we have two incredibly fast item elevators. One is a lot more lag friendly than the other, but they're equally paced and probably the fastest I've seen. These sort of concepts aren't new. And I've seen a lot with this sort of starting, make it one wide starting clock here, and then this, and then I've seen others with different clocks down here, and that. So I'm not pretending that this is anything new right now, but I haven't seen this lag friendly version of this here, even though it's pretty common sense. But I thought I'd show that to you guys anyway. And over here we have some incredibly fast item transportation. Now, we'll get to that in a minute. I just want to show you guys this real quick. So basically what happens here is when you place an item, and we're going to lock these droppers here. You'll put two stacks in each of these. You'll notice that we get this clock activate, which then pulses all the droppers all the way to the top. We can do the same here. It doesn't matter, you can just have one item in there and you get an incredibly noisy clock because nothing's happening right now. At the top here we got two lamps just so we can see how quick these are. The items are going to beat us to the top. That's just a fact. So when we get up there we should see redstone output. Yeah, so there's already items and you can see them coming into the chest very quickly. As to which one's faster, when I tested this yesterday, this one was slightly faster. But when I changed out the redstone dust for the rails to reduce lag, I discovered that actually they're about the same. So the lights came on at exactly the same time. So that's two stacks of items transported really quick. It's infinitely stackable. I think it's really useful. I'm not going to do a tutorial on how to build this because basically it's very self-explanatory. You can basically screenshot this bottom section here. You just got the repeater going into a sticky piston, two observer blocks facing into each other, and then you use this observer to observe that, and then it's just every second one after that you've got an observer facing up with a rail, an observer observing that observer block and into that. It's very simple stuff. And then this observer obviously detects the rail. This observer detects that, and that's how that's working. So if I was building this, I would say this is probably the more expensive version, but the lag friendlier version. Alternatively, you can also use a just like this and have an observer, yes, facing into that. Okay, so next what we've got is some super fast item transportation. So this would be your standard, hoppers which do what they say they're supposed to do. Here we have water on packed ice or ice. This is probably the most versatile because it is incredibly fast. But you can also place hoppers and next to it and pull items from it, which is very convenient for storage systems and farms and stuff like that. This would be more to get items from A to B very quickly. So again, if we go down the length of the 80 blocks, you can see here we've got a couple of lamps that'll just indicate when the item has gotten to its destination. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a redstone torch on here and just lock everything up real quick. Then we can go ahead and put an item into there. We'll put an item into there and one more into this hopper here. So as you can see, everything's locked. Once we break that redstone torch, everything is going to release. So we'll do that on 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we see the item going into the ice. And if we get down the end very quickly, the item's already here for that. Boom, there goes the ice. And I mean, how's your day been? We've got a little while before the hopper catches up. So yeah, how are you doing? Come on. There we go. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, it is very quick. So almost twice as quick as the ice, the water and the ice. And in the Nether where you can't use water. Really good alternative for moving a lot of items out of a farm really quickly. It's also really good, as was pointed out by Magoo from the Ripple Effect server. He had some issues when he did a large scale auto smelter where hoppers just were not fast enough, and he could have really used something like this. So when you've got a lot of items coming out of the thing really quick, ice or water aren't an option. This is a really good alternative. Again, super simple. We have the exact same clock that we used over here, and then it's just the same as this but horizontal. So we've got our droppers all facing into each other. We have an observer block on every single one of them facing down, and then it's just a matter of placing an observer rail, observer rail, observer rail, observer rail all the way across. This thing will also clear out an entire stack, so you're not going to end up with any items left over. Once these are all drained out, every single one of them are going to make it to the end. So we already had one in the chest, so we should end up with in the hopper, so we should end up with 65 items in here, which is very convenient. There we go, boom, just like so. You can also do hopper droppers with just redstone dust and repeaters, which I've seen before with a clock, but you tend to get a lot of items just scattered all through there, and it's very inconvenient. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Have you seen any faster item transportation than this? Or if you have a design for an elevator or your own design for that, let me know down in the comments. Drop me a link and I will definitely check that out. Leave a like on the video, it's really helpful for my channel, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. My name's VenderNoob, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!